with allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Remain standing. As a legislative authority in Asheville, we impact the lives of families, businesses, and schools. With such a weighty responsibility, we believe it is wholly appropriate to petition for help from a higher authority in the discussion, reflection, and dispensing of our duties as council members. Moment of silence. You may be seated.
Mr. Mayor, can I say something before we proceed?
Yes.
Chad?
Here. Roger. Present. Randy.
Present.
Dave. Here. Colton.
Present.
And Matt Morgan to be excused. Go ahead, Colton.
Just wanted to say something that's probably on many people's minds, or at least have spoken about this week, but I just wanted to read this briefly. As I reflect on the last 2 weeks, it's important to say something regarding a recent interaction I had with members in the police department here in Asheville. I wasn't driving, but I had been drinking, and my frustration and my girlfriend being paid for a traffic offense brought out my passion. I was worried about her. By acting rudely, I was wrong. I apologize to everyone, including all village employees and my neighbors, constituents, as well as my family, friends, and colleagues. People expect more of me, and in that moment, I didn't let them down. The internet gossip about this incident fails to note the ongoing disagreements council members like me have with some of the management and efficiency issues in our police department. Those tensions were an undercurrent of my harsh words to the officers who made the traffic stop. I respect and support the police, and have done my best to provide the resources we can in an extremely limited budget here in Asheville. It's my sincere hope that we can resolve those disagreements within village government and unite the community. Using profanity and being angry solved no problems. I had to take the time to learn and move forward. And the first step was admitting I made the situation worse by being rude and out of line. And that's nobody's fault but mine.
I need a motion for the approval of minutes for September 3rd. To the second. Vote?
Yes. Yes.
Presentations, department reports in.
Well, I had a couple things. We did hire a new officer, Christina Thompson. She's in her second week of FTA. She's doing really well. And then I have the monthly August reports. We had 109 incident reports, 3 criminal arrests with charges, 1 warrant arrest, 20 traffic citations, 27 warning citations, 7 crash reports, 5,516 patrolled miles, 39 reserve hours, and 16 agency assist.
How's staffing going? How's your staff right now?
We're still short 2.
Okay.
Casey did do a polygraph today. I haven't seen the results of that yet.
Of the citations and the warnings and traffic citations, are you seeing a problem on Long Street with speeding?
I know the officers patrol it a lot. I haven't really seen if there's a lot of citations issued. I know Officer Jester does watch the stop sign at Long and Station and has made several arrests from that position.
I know there's a lot of discussion on social media about speeding on Long Street. And I know the police can't be everywhere. And I was just curious if you guys had written an unusual amount of speeding tickets for Long Street.
Officer Jester, you work second shift.
I'd say the majority of my speeding tickets are Long Street between like Ashland Drive and 800 Long, and another majority of it is on 752 by Bourbon Street, the new apartments. I say all the speeding tickets I write are
So not a lot downtown, officer? Not a lot downtown, more?
correct.
Okay.
More on the north side of 752.
Because we had a couple of people, we were just speaking about somebody who was actually downtown that said that.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
More the north side.
But yeah, that is sometimes, how's that worked out as far as like, when we changed where the speed changes, has that been an issue or, because now we've moved 35 up a lot farther, so.
From where it moved, from where it was originally at 800 Long to like past 800 Long, I don't think that gap has really made a difference. I'm still getting people 50 plus all the way by like Thompson Avenue, which is way before where you guys even.
So they're, and it's mostly going out of town?
Yes,
Yeah. But that's still within the residential areas.
exactly.
Good point, because farther north, it's not residential yet as much at all,
Yeah.
right?
Basically, people hit that traffic light and they're like,
They see north.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions?
Greg?
Wayne Builder's got the new pole barn erected. Now we're getting estimates on concrete. Then once we get the concrete in, the doors will be installed.
Got a question from a resident, I think it's going to be in the township north of 752 on Lockburn Eastern. They were asking for some speed limit signs, but it's on the east side. Is that going to be the township, or do you guys patrol that?
Our jurisdiction
Yeah, we patrol, because I, during my shift, will sit at Viking Fields in the 20 zone, and that's in the village.
Okay.
Okay. The other side is not in the village, is it? The other
Both
side,
sides.
Lockburn Eastern is township,
It's
east
at
side.
least by the middle school, it's in the village.
Okay.
Greg, or could you put a 35 sign out there or whatever in the area, just because they said they just flat fly when they leave town, it's just like,
Yeah, Google Map has it at 35, but other maps have it at 55, but that was probably done before the school was built. How far do you need me to go with it? To the school done?
yeah, I'll do that, probably, so. Okay. Anything else?
Is there an Ashville Corporation limit sign over there?
Not on Lockburn Eastern, and, you know, because it goes in and out,
X
because,
on the west side up to Andy Ward's? Where the building, where Ron is building the homes?
just south of Andy's. would be-
Yeah, just south of Andy's, but not up to, right south of his property line. You can put a sign there, no. then-
Because I do know in the wintertime, we talked to the township and we kind of both agreed that if we're driving up the road and there's snow, we can hit it, or the township can hit it, and kind of take care of it and work with each other, because I mean, you're in and out of the corporation limit all the way to St. Paul roads. Jim Bobby.
The only thing I've got is we put up a pole for their data collection system up north. So that's going good. And we're starting our well abandonment, the old wells, the well field, and the water plant. Making room for the new plant. So that's all going good. And other than that, I got nothing to report.
Yeah, I want to thank you for, that looks nice down there. And I don't know if the service department mows it or who mows it. But if it does, then both of you need to be thanks, because it does speak well for the village and we take care of those things.
The service department's doing an excellent job helping us out as far as bush hogging and mowing and trimming and
Okay,
keeping that nice.
thanks, guys.
Darryl, you have anything?
Another thing I got, distillery, finished their Rail Street project, the sidewalks all in, and the entrance to the sewage plant is also, the apron is also done. So they've upheld what they said they was gonna do, and it's all done now. So Rail Street's completed.
Sam?
Planning and zoning ordinance changes went through its third draft. On the 25th, they're going to be coming, Crossroads will be doing their presentation to planning and zoning. And then from there, it will be most likely in October going to council for them to look at, to approve. So it's on its timeline.
Good.
We have three pieces of legislation for first reading. The first one was 12-2024. It's a resolution for the incentive district for Walnut Mills.
The first reading.
Second. Vote. 12-2024 resolution delineating an overlay in relation to the proposed Walnut Mill incentive districts 1 through 6 within the village of Asheville, adopting a written economic development plan as to same, setting the time and place of a public hearing, authorizing and ratifying and giving notice to Tays Valley School District, the Eastland Fairfield Career Center and Technical School, and the Board of County Commissioners of Pickaway County, Ohio, all pursuant to the revised code section 5709.40C and its related rules and laws, and dispensing with the requirement that this resolution must be read on 3 different days pursuant to Ohio Revised Code section 731-17A.
Before we proceed with that, educate me again on the property taxes, I guess, are sort of waived in lieu of a service payment annually? Who calculates?
No, this is a TIF. We are basically capturing the county's portion of the tax part of it in addition to our part of it, as long as the county agrees to it for a certain period of time. It helps us, the $500-some thousand that we give away for making the water line or the sewer line bigger, we can recapture all that. The monies we give away for our tap fees, we can recapture all that out of this TIF. We get any other improvements that are required up in that area, we can use this TIF to pay for.
So, I mean, reading the endorsement, the resolution, and the attachments, it's saying that the taxes are waived in lieu of a service agreement, and that the county distributes it twice a year.
Taxes to the county, not to the village.
So what's that mean in dollars?
We are capturing the county's set portion of the taxes.
And what's that mean?
Instead of 4%, you're making it about 16%.
We'll be making school and.
The schools will be made whole. We won't take anything from the schools or fire or anything, any of the services. It's strictly basically, the TIFs basically come out of the county's portion of the tax base. That's why they have to agree upon it as well.
So motion first.
I think we had a motion. Yeah,
Yeah.
motion. Motion to accept the first reading, yes.
Second. Vote.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, hang on. There's a clause in there that says that we would waive the first.
So do you need a motion to waive, or is it?
That's
the fact
how it's
that actually
drafted.
in the motion, it's actually in the resolution, do you want the emergency?
Yeah, it says right there that you're going to dispense with the requirement that the resolution must be read on 3 different readings.
We're waiving the requirement
The
of
second and
for
third
days.
readings.
Okay.
Do you
So
want to
if
do
I make a
that?
motion that we accept the first reading, suspend the rules of council, and waiving the second and third reading, and adopting the resolution as an emergency measure, does that apply?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
Second.
Second.
Vote.
Yes.
The next one is 13-2024, and it's a resolution authorizing the village administrator to enter into a service agreement for water with South Wingfield.
Motion for reading.
Second.
Yes.
Vote.
Yes.
13-2024, resolution authorizing the village administrator to enter into a water service agreement with the village of South Wingfield. A little discussion on that before we vote on, let them know.
We have a connection out of Gulfport, and I guess the last few years, relationships have been strained. And there's been need for water on both sides of the fence. It's basically allowing us to sell water to them, them sell water to us, and at whatever current rates that we have in our system. That, so.
We've had meetings with
It's
South
just,
Wingfield.
it's just,
New mayor and
it's
stuff.
just smart, it's just smart.
Okay, I have some questions about this.
Okay.
We've been burnt before on stuff that we passed that's not totally clear. And I'm confused a little bit on the first page, the third paragraph. It says that where on occasion and when required, the village assists each other by providing potable water free of charge and ensure orderly operation of each village plant. And then in section 4.2, it talks about charging.
It will be charged at the current rate of whichever, if we're selling to them, it'll be at our current rates, and if they're selling to us, it'll be at their current rates.
So they contradict each other, or just, it needs to eliminate the free of charge. I don't,
And I'm sure I can get that done.
yeah, I think maybe, I just like to have it cleaned up, because we've been burnt before
Yeah.
on,
And it ain't free.
yes. Okay, that's all I have.
Okay. You want it tonight?
If you want to table it, and I'll get that cleaned up and bring it back next meeting.
Why don't we go ahead and
I'll do
have, why don't we go ahead and accept the first reading, and you can look into it. If we come back and do an amendment, we can, I'll
Okay.
make a motion for first reading.
Second.
Oh, yes.
Final one's 14/2024. Resolution authorizing amounts and rates of the Budget Commission for the tax levy and certifying.
Motion for first reading.
Second.
Second.
Vote.
Yes.
14/2024, resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor.
You want this one? We do this one. Okay, I'll make a motion. We accept the first reading, suspend the rules of council, waive the second and third readings, adopt the resolution as an emergency measure.
Second. Vote.
Yep.
Yes.
Any new business? Council committee reports.
Park Committee, we have a meeting this evening, and the Christmas tree project to light the 10 posts around the track is moving forward. As far as, we're going to open this up to not only businesses, but families and local organizations and local social clubs, if they would like to decorate a Christmas tree at their expense and place it at one of the light poles. So we're opening that up to just more than the businesses. At this time, we are exploring lighting of the pickleball courts with LED lights put on timers. We are starting a planning stage of developing a small, I would call it kids park at Lexington and Station, where there would be an open shelter house and a couple picnic tables and some tables, some chairs, I'm sorry, and some few pieces of playground equipment. And that probably, hopefully, we would work on that next year. Matt had requested that the outfield fence on the large ball diamond here at the park, which runs from left field towards center field, the only part of it is there, that the rest of it be removed. But Greg seemed to think that it has a purpose of some protection for people walking on the track and maybe balls hitting somebody on the track. So we're not recommending that that be removed at this point. And finally, the community club asked permission from the park committee and council to decorate the covered shelter house, the covered bridge over Christmas. So I recommend to council that on behalf of the park committee that we approve that. And that's all I have. So I'll make the, will that be a resolution, wouldn't it? That we would approve it?
I think that needs to be a
Just a vote?
resolution.
Okay. You want a second? Okay. Oh, and then it's up to you. Get council's opinion.
Any comments? Vote.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other committee reports? April.
Yep, well, a couple then and nows. So I have a then and now to Bricker Graydon for their economic development consulting services in the amount of $3,152.50 that I need approved. And then we also have one to American Legal Publishing. They do our codified ordinances and they hadn't been caught up since 2022. So now that all is updated, they charged $86.23.45.
I'll make a motion to pay those.
Second. Oh,
Yes.
Questions, comments?
Excuse me, was that April Finance Committee, maybe first meeting of October?
We can do that.
Roger will check or with Roger and Matt, maybe first meeting of October, if possible, 6th, if we can.
remember we have,
We'll just check on our schedule, make sure everybody's available.
We need to hold the 6th.
first meeting, if you remember.
Oh, that's right. We'll do it the last meeting.
Second meeting of October, yes, ma'am. That'd be fine with me.
Audience comments?
Oh, yeah, that was me. My name is, I sent
Come
out.
on, yeah, come on.
Oh, really? I don't know. Okay. It's my first time. My name is Katie. We just moved to the Distillery Apartments. And I gotta say, we've lived here for 6 months and it's affecting mine and my family's quality of life. The train at night, basically it's horrible. I just have a baby, she's 4 months old. She wakes up every single time at once, she shakes. Like, I know she has good hearing. I'm gonna get her tested probably too. Like, it's really bad, I gotta say. And what really bugs me, it's not consistent. Some trains, they blow their horn like decent, I wanna say, and some are just ridiculously loud. And some are really long, and some do, let's say, their jobs. I know I looked it up, what they have to do, but some are just significantly different. It really bugs me. And it does affect the quality of my life. And I talk to other people, it does affect them too, but I don't think anybody, that's what I mean, that's why I'm here. I just moved here and I would like to try to get it quiet for what I have to do.
Absolutely understand. We've been through this. The railroad is very difficult to work with, and we can pass along to try to, we used to ask for what they would call a no horn thing, but I don't think they're allowed to do that at a thing. But it seems like, yes, I'm like with you. It seems like the minute they hit, Duval, they start blowing the horn. It goes clear through the other side of town.
It's really
I know,
loud.
absolutely understand.
I mean, I can deal with it, it's just like from a.
I mean, we can pass along to Bert and once again contact the railroad and just bring it up. It's out of, I hate to say it's out of our hands.
I mean, what can I do? If I can start to do a petition, I don't know, I would try to do anything.
I understand, I really understand. The railroad is unfortunately the railroad. But, we can pass along and see if there's anything that, but we absolutely understand. I used to live down here when our kids were little and it was insane.
I know there's houses right on the railroad, I don't know how their house is not shaking, like, I mean, it's.
Yes.
I would suggest that you get in contact with the state senator and a representative.
Not a bad idea, not a bad idea.
Stephanie Coontz is, I think, the state
Okay.
representative. Brian, I can't remember the representative, but they can at least, if there's whoever the railroad answers to, they can reach out to them, because I know I reached out to them on one of the crossings in town and got some action. So, and as Dave was saying, if the council asks them to make it a no quiet zone, they transfer all the liability of that track to the village.
If there's an accident,
That's
it's on
just
us.
too much.
That's unfortunately,
So I would
but
get-
yeah, it'd be nice if it was
I
a
mean,
shorter, if it was a
yeah.
shorter horn.
I mean, I do understand about you guys have ramps, I've seen them.
I would.
And I don't understand what the difference is, people stop at the stop sign too, they're not just gonna drive, they're gonna get hit if they don't look left, right, and
Yeah.
left. So, I mean, it would be nice, put a sign up to, hey, watch out, the ramps are closed, if they open up, still look. I mean, it's your responsibility when you drive to watch out for yourself and for other people as well.
I would do the state senator's route, because the state government has some say in it, and with the federal, and take it that way.
All right, at least getting it consistent, that would be nice, because some are really loud compared to others. So I don't understand how it can be different, and how are some allowed to do it like a 10-second long horn,
Right.
and then just keep doing it, and
We hear
it wakes me up at night, like, and my little one too, and I have to deal with it every night now, and I signed the lease, so I can't get out of it right now, so.
we understand.
That's what I would do.
All right, stay silent, that's my next step then.
Yes, I would do.
Get back with us if you hear something or don't hear something, you know. We've fought this fight for quite a while, even long before the apartments were there, we fought this
Because I
fight.
do believe that the people of Ashville, I just moved here, but they do deserve like the nice quality of life, like having, like sleeping through the night.
Yeah.
I know how that's a big issue, no, really, where I'm from, this never happened.
It's rough sometimes, it is, absolutely.
Okay, so, all right, thank you guys for listening.
Thanks for coming in, appreciate it.
All right.
Nope.
Well, I was gonna suggest that the safety committee bring up possibly a stop sign on Long Street and Cherry Street, and try to slow down this traffic. But I don't know if the problem is, according to the officer, the problem is not there, it's north of 752.
Sounds like, it sounds like almost we would have a difficult time putting a stop sign on a state highway.
But it didn't bother us to do it at Station Street. You know,
Well, that's
stop
because
sign there.
we took a light down.
Yeah, and I don't know, you can always put it up and beg forgiveness. I mean, if somebody gets hit,
Yeah.
I'd rather
I know.
beg forgiveness, so I don't know.
But it's like the officer said, it's more going out that way. It seems to be more going, flying out of town or flying out toward Sheets or, you know.
So anyway, I was going to suggest that, I'll still suggest it.